without even trying. Everything's so easy for you. You're always thriving. Here I am, driving myself crazy, but you don't seem to get it. I know I've been acting kinda strange lately, but you really should know we're not all perfect like you. Oh baby, you're so flawless. I can't believe that it's true. But you are a little thoughtless. Can't see what's right in front of you. I'm on the other side drowning. When you're so special, I'm on the other side drowning. People think they know the real you, at least at first sight. Are you singing the whole time? Whatever you want. Either way is good with me, Party in the USA. Ooh, that's a good one. I hopped off a plane at LAX with a dream in my cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame, success. Whoa, am I gonna fit in? I jumped in a cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. When the taxi man turned on the radio and a Britney song was on. And a Britney song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song. And know I'm gonna be okay. Nodding my head like yeah. Moving my hips like yeah. I always do that. I go nod my head and move my hips. It's embarrassing. Oh, say so? Why don't you say so? Is that how the dance goes? Didn't even notice your punches start to roll with. You got to keep your focus. Why don't you say so? Then let me check my chest, right breath, right quick. He ain't never even been impressed like this. He ain't never even been addressed like this. Probably on and in the set like, whoa. I loved that dance. I never learned it because I was like, I look so bad doing it. But I loved it. Into the unknown. Into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Did I say that right? I've never seen Frozen or Frozen 2. Is it good? I'm probably too old for it, but I feel like it might be good. And you're never too old for Disney, right? Oh, fireflies. You would not believe your eyes with 10,000 fireflies. Dun, 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 dun. I remember when I was in second grade, there was like a concert, and this is such a random story, but everybody kind of like picked out their own songs, and I remember two girls singing that song and like being obsessed with it. I sang Walking on Sunshine because duh. How have you never seen Frozen? I've seen parts of it. Because I remember one time I was like babysitting somebody with somebody else, and the kid really liked Frozen, like a lot. And so I saw parts of it. But I didn't like actually sit down and watch the whole thing. But I know the story of it, where it's like Elsa has snow flowers, like powers, right? And she's like locked up or something, and then something with the sister. I know Elsa. I know the songs. I love the songs. Where's your shirt from? I love it. Oh, my shirt's actually my merch. It says I know better on the back. I don't know why, but I just thought it's fun. And then it's weird because, and then I have like other of these shirts and they say my name, but it's honestly like not that good of an idea, because then like if I go out in public, people know my name, which is kind of weird. Although maybe they don't think it's my name. I don't know. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I want to say your name right. Bobaluba please. Did I say that right? I hope that I did. By the way, let me know if I should try boba. I don't understand what it is. So it's like tea with bubbles in it. But let me know if I should try it, because I've never tried it. But I don't know if I would like it, because is it kind of like slimy? But I know some people are obsessed with boba. And when I said I hadn't had boba, people were freaking out. They were like, "You've never had boba?" I think boba is just tea. Yeah, I think so too. It has tapioca bubbles. Oh, that's cool. What'd you get from Starbucks? I know this is so boring because people probably think I have like some fun drink, but it's hot water. Well, it's not hot anymore. It's room temperature. So, yeah, that's super boring. I can't tell if you're 14 or 24. I get that all the time. And sometimes people are like, I can't tell if you're 9 or 60. But I'm in between. I'm 19. So. Oh, boba tastes like rotten fruit. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, hey, good luck with recovery. Oh, thank you. Say hi, B. Good luck with recovery. Oh, that's such a pretty name. I love it. That's so amazing. Thank you for being so sweet. You're the best. I've been feeling so confused with all the childish games that you always do. You think you know everything, and everyone around you treats you like a king. Where am I on the list of girls you've kissed? You got this down, but it's over now, 'cause I know better, 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 I know better. Couldn't see the red flags like I was blind. I got burned by your fire, but not this time, 'cause I know better, I know better, I know better, I know better. What's in the cup? Just hot water. I'm so boring. Your voice is sounding stronger. Thank you. So many people have been saying that, and it's so kind. And I really think it's true because especially when I was getting really, really weak, like my voice was so like cracky, which I still feel like it's a little crackier than it used to be, but I'm hoping every day it'll just get stronger and I'll find the right ways to nourish it. And I think the honey, if you see this on my TikTok, I did the honey in the bottle trend. And I just have to say that I think doing the honey in the bottle trend was really good because honey is supposed to be very good for your throat. It's supposed to coat it. Because things that coat the throat are good, I believe. That's why I drink hot water. Well, also just because I'm just obsessed with hot water. Like I like cold. I like all waters. Yeah, but hot water is the best ever. Sorry, I'm so all over the place. All alone in a room, but you're laying next to me. Have you thought about voice lessons? Well, I used to take voice lessons like a really long time ago, and then I was in choirs, but I would love to, like I do like vocal exercises and try to get them better, but I definitely would love any feedback because it's like you want to be the best singer possible. And the cool thing about singing is it's like I really used to think that singing was like a type of thing where it was like you were either born an amazing singer or like you just can't sing. And maybe like that's somewhat true, but I do think that it is the type of thing where like if you work really hard at it, like you can become a good singer and like really put the time and effort in. Like I think you can always get better, which is so cool. Warm water and honey, good idea. The warmth relaxes your vocal cords. Yes, and the warmth feels so good because I always have a lot of like throat issues. And so whenever I have like warm stuff, it just feels so good. It's so weird. I'm really weird because I don't like things room temperature. Like I either like things really cold or really hot, which I know is strange, but it's just how I am. When did you start singing? Well, I've been like kind of just like randomly singing my whole life. Like when I was little, I'd be like annoying and like sing and annoy people. And then, I wouldn't because I didn't want to annoy people. But like always, I'm that person where it's like, if you put me in a house by myself, like what I'm just going to do is sing, which is like annoying, but it's really fun. So, do you like ramen? I've never had ramen. Is it just noodles? Right? Because I remember having this conversation with somebody a couple years ago, and I'm a very picky eater, and I eat really bland food. Like, I don't do much seasoning and everything. Because I know people were judging my oatmeal because my oatmeal did look so boring because it had, like, nothing on it. But I'm just, like, so bland. I just am. I don't know why. I just haven't had that much seasoning. But, yeah. And I talked to somebody, and they said they didn't think that I would like ramen because they think my food tastes too bland. But maybe I would. But it's yummy plastic, LOL. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Honestly, like sometimes when food has like a plasticky, like this sounds so weird, but like a plasticky texture, almost like a slime-like texture, it's actually really, really good, surprisingly. You don't like cinnamon with your oatmeal? I do, but I don't know why. Well, see, here's the thing. This is like really weird. Well, see, it's like ED recovery is like really weird because it's like you haven't eaten in so long, and then once you get the food, all of a sudden you're starving all the time because your body is like, I missed that. I want more. And so basically, I was making the oatmeal at like 4 a.m, like half asleep. I don't know why I'm saying it. I get up really early though, so I was like getting up, and usually like I'll wait a while to eat breakfast, but I was like, my stomach was growling, and so I was like, it's time for breakfast, and then I was like so hungry that I just forgot to put the cinnamon in it. And so then I just ate it like bland. But I like it bland. I like it with cinnamon, but sometimes I just like it bland. I don't know why. You said ED recovery. I'm deaf in one ear. I didn't hear you right. Oh yeah, ED, like eating disorder. Do you support Hinduism? Of course. I think religious freedom is like the most important thing ever. Because everybody should be able to believe like what they want. Oh, hi, Destiny. Oh, that's such a pretty name. Can you give any advice for anxiety? I honestly, like, this is so hard, and I've been avoiding this my whole life. But for me, it's kind of the only thing that works, and that's exposure therapy. And it's like, it stinks because, like, you do not want to do it because it's like the last thing you want to do is, like, do what you're anxious doing. Like, like, just the type of thing where it's like if you're anxious going out in public more. If you have a phobia of spiders, being around the spiders and realizing it's not a big deal. And so I think exposure therapy helps a lot because then you're like, oh, I'm fine. This isn't like, why was I so scared of this? Why am I so anxious? It's not that big a deal. And even if a worse thing happens or like a spider bites me, like I'm fine. There's no reason to live my life in fear. I feel like that helps me a lot. I've tried going outside and breathing and getting in the sun when you have anxiety. I feel like it helps too. Breathing definitely helps. Breathing helps so much. America's Got Talent. I would so do America's Got Talent. I feel like I'd like embarrass myself and fail and nobody would vote for me. But I would do it. You only live once, you know? Sing. What song should I sing? Oh, I like your headband. Have you tried doing the messy bun with the headband? No, but I want to. Should I do it? It's gonna look so bad. Should I do a low bun or a high bun? Round you, everything's a mess, putting me through so much stress. This is gonna be so ugly, but I'll try it. Thinking you're the one. You make me feel so controlled. When I'm with you, I get cold. Part of me is done. Sweet talker, no shocker. Try your oatmeal with cacao powder and raisins. I'm obsessed with cacao. Cacao is so good. Because like I love chocolate, but a lot of chocolate has soy, and like whenever I have soy, I get like the worst like stomach cramps ever, which stinks because soy's in like all good food. But yeah, and that's why cacao really helps because then you can have chocolate, and when it's really dark, so cacao's the best. So is that a messy bun? Does that count? Thinking you're the one. You make me feel so controlled. When I'm with you, I get cold. Part of me is done. Sweet talker, no shocker. I can't handle the ups and the downs. Oh, hi, Lachey. That's so pretty. Did I say it right, though? Because I always want to pronounce people's names right, you know? Fake traitor, see you later. How does this have to happen right now? Oh, how do you get to the first step to get over the paralyzing fear to exposure? Not gonna lie, it's taken me years. And it's taken me being like literally forced, because like I tried to do it in the past, and then it would get to the point where it's like you talk about doing it, and then you get to the point where you're actually supposed to do it, and then I like chickened out and quit, which like don't do. But like I did it because I was super scared, and then the problem just kept coming back and being worse like over time. So then at that point I was like, I've avoided this for so long, I just have to do it. You know what I mean? I eat raw garlic. Am I weird for that? Honestly, like again, I can't have much garlic because it gives me terrible stomach cramps, but I'm obsessed with it. So like, do you, girl? And garlic is like supposed to be really good for you, and it tastes really good. So do you? Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. Not gonna lie, like one time, this is so gross, but one time I just ate mustard by itself. Actually, I did that a few times. I just ate mustard by itself because I'm obsessed with mustard. I think it tastes so good. Yeah. You know, some people just have weird, like everybody's had their thing with like when they eat something really weird or disgusting, but they just do it. I have panic attack while driving. I fear I will pass out when they happen. So I do. I feel you. I've had the same issue, especially with like passing out and fear. And I've had driving issues too. And what I'm doing with driving is like really just taking it really slow. So like driving places where no cars will be around, or just like in empty parking lots, because then that helps. That and like just taking it slow and like doing you. I think that helps a lot for sure. Have you met famous people? Well, one time I met Britney Spears. Well, actually a couple times, and she was really cool and awesome. And she's like amazing. Are you allergic to everything, or was an anxiety making you feel that you were? Well, it was kind of a combo of both, because I have a lot of food allergies and I have oral allergy syndrome and just a lot of intolerances. And it's like whenever I would go to a doctor, like growing up, they'd just be like, change your diet. Don't have gluten, don't have dairy. So then it caused a lot of fear of food, definitely. And then also oral allergy syndrome is like super annoying, because basically it's like you're allergic to healthy food. And so it's like you get reactions to foods like fruits and vegetables. And then you're like, that's a healthy food, and that's like what I want to eat, and I like the way those taste, you know? And so then that gets annoying. So then you're like, so I was kind of in this weird paralyzed position where I was like, I'm allergic to healthy foods, but then, you know, the doctors are telling me not to eat like gluten and dairy and stuff. So then I don't know what to eat. So then it kind of put me in like this really paralyzing position where like every food was a fear food. And how did you overcome it? Honestly, it's still kind of hard. And like I'm still trying to kind of realize like what works for my body and what makes me feel good, and like work with doctors. Because basically what the doctors have been saying like right now is like, well, because the thing with oral allergies, have I seen you on Sessions Live? Oh, yeah, I do go on Sessions Live a lot, so probably. But as the thing with oral allergy syndrome is basically it's like you are allergic to it, so you do get tingle and uncomfortable symptoms and digestion issues, but it's not anaphylactic, so it's like you'll live. You know what I mean? And so I think I was just a little too health conscious. So basically, what doctors are saying, just eat what you can now, like, you know, gain the weight, get to weight restoration, and then after you can kind of figure out what your diet should be. Because diet is so weird, because it's like every doctor says a different thing, and then it's like some doctors are like, well, to fix like the health issues you need to be vegan, and then other people are like, you need to be keto, and then you're like so confused because everybody's saying a different thing. But honestly, I think it's just about like moderation and just trying different things and just like chilling out about it more, and so then hopefully I can just be good. And also antihistamines help a lot, like a lot. And then it gets rid of like some of the uncomfortable feelings. And then just with ED recovery, they're like uncomfortable feelings and bloating itself. So I think it's just about like getting through it. And luckily, it really helps that my appetite's back, because that way I'm like, so like you're starving, so it's like I'll eat it, you know what I mean? And so getting the appetite back was like a huge game changer. Is it connected with lack of healthy gut bacteria? For sure. I have like a lot of leaky gut issues for sure. And it's one of those hard things where it's just like you don't really know how to fix that stuff. So it's a weird type of thing. It's very uncomfortable. But hopefully it'll get better. Do you ever struggle with body image issues? Yeah, for sure. I don't struggle as much anymore. I'm doing a lot better, but definitely like when I was younger, I struggled a lot more. But I'm doing better now. So that's good, because I think it's just about focusing on health instead of how you look, you know? What's something you would love to do? Something I would love to do is, I don't know, I just love listening to music and like dancing. Like, I know that sounds so weird, but like my favorite thing to do is just like put on music and dance in my room, which is like kind of embarrassing, but it's so true. Food sensitivities can change throughout your life as well, so it can be hard to keep track. I know, it's so weird because like it's like sometimes I'll eat dairy and I'll like have gross stuff happen that I don't want to say online. And then other times I'll eat it and I'll be fine. And I'm like, oh, like it's not bad. So it just really depends on the food. It's a weird thing. What's your fave song? Honestly, I'm really into Lecrae right now. He has like a lot of cool songs. Really, all his songs are good. What's your easiest snack to create? See, I'm so lazy when it comes to food that it's like my go-to is probably like oatmeal, because it's easy to make, but then sometimes like I just like don't like, this sounds so lazy, but I'm like, oh, then I have to put the water in and the oats, and then I have to cook it for 2 minutes, which I know that's like so easy. But I'm like, oh, I just want to grab something. So I usually just want to grab like a protein bar or something like that, just because it's easier. But I shouldn't be lazy, but it's hard. Do you like watching Netflix or no? Honestly, I haven't watched TV in a while, but I used to be really into Netflix. But I really like the show Cake Boss because I love the cakes and how pretty they are. Like, I love how pretty they are. Like, they did a piano cake once, and it looked so pretty. Like, it was so, so gorgeous. My sister has similar diet/digestive issues, and y'all could literally be twins doppelgangers. Oh, that's so cool. Doppelgangers are like, it's such a funny thing how like there are people in the world who look just like you and you don't know, and then you're like, my birthday's in 2 days. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Happy early birthday, Jojo Not Found _. That's always so fun. I hope you have fun on your birthday. Do you have any squishmallows? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. And while your recovery is inspired, I actually suffer with binging and obesity, but I'm inspired. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. And I know it's hard. I think we all have our binging moments, so I totally feel you. But I guess it's good to just, yeah, it's hard to learn moderation because I have such an addictive personality. I feel like I can be so addictive. Your video just came up on my cup just now, like your wisdom. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. I really appreciate it. Oh, on the For You page. Oh, cool. On the For You page. That's cool. Do you like ice cream? I love ice cream, but whenever I eat it, bad stuff happens. But it's my favorite food. So it's an issue. But I can eat some like dairy-free ice creams that I do well with and can handle. Like I do like, although I probably don't do well with it. But I love Halo Top, but I don't do that well with it, but I'm obsessed with it. You know what I mean? Do you like to draw? I love to draw, but I'm very bad at it. Like it's not pretty. All I can do is draw stick figures, and some people can draw so amazing. Favorite ice cream flavor? Honestly, it depends on the brand of ice cream, but I would say probably vanilla, which is boring, or mint chocolate chip. I would say Yeah. Yeah, definitely vanilla or chocolate chip. For sure. Squishmallows are very squishy plushes that are all kinds of animals with super cute faces. Oh, I've never heard of that. Oh my gosh, I have to look that up. That's so cool. I love it. I'm gonna look that up right now and see what it looks like. How do I know if I can Oh my gosh, I have seen those. Oh, I think I had one of those when I was younger. But I don't have one anymore. But they're so cute. I feel like that would be really fun. And good to have if you have anxiety, to pet it or squeeze it. I feel like that'd be really, really fun. Who do I need to draw? Ooh, draw whoever you want. Lady Gaga? That's so random. That's just the first person that came up in my mind. So, yeah. Should we do pretend? I love that one. Lately, I've seen another side of you, side of you. Do you plan on releasing an album? That would be my goal, and that would be so awesome. Right now, I'm just trying to make as much music as possible, but I do kind of try to make it all correlate and go together, and kind of go together. I did a thing with all my songs where I kind of put them together in a story, I know better, but you were already there, and then we were so on and off, so I said we should break up, but it wasn't that simple, and the odds were against us, and it was all pretend. I finally see this isn't healthy. Oh, I found a new guy, and he's just my type, but why can't you be mine? I'm smiling on the outside, but dying on the inside. So why even try? I'll never trust a boy, and you're so special. I know, weird, but yeah, sometimes I take it too seriously. Well, I just like to have themes for all my songs and put effort into it. It makes it more fun. It really does. Yeah. I was wondering if they were meant to relate to a story. Yeah, I like to kind of try to tell a story, but now I feel like the story's kind of gone a little bit, but it still kind of all goes together in a way. I'm excited about the next song because I hope you like it. It's going to be fun. I can't wait for Caroline the Musical. Wouldn't that be awesome? I love musicals. Honestly, all my favorite movies are musicals because I just love it. Pitch Perfect, High School Musical, when they have the songs, because just the songs bring it to life. And I know some people don't like musical theater because they think that it's cheesy, but I just love it. How do I know if I can trust a boy? Yes. How do I know if I can trust a boy? Trust a boy with my heart. How do I know if I can trust a boy? Believing you'll stay is the hardest part. How do I know? Believing you'll stay is the hardest part. How do I know? Not knowing today is the hardest part. Can you sing a BTS song? Of course. I love BTS. Na 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 light 'em up dynamite, 'cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight, shining through the city with a little funk and soul. Light it up like it's dynamite. If you could change your name, what would it be? I would change my name to Violet. I feel like that's such a cool name, and I think it's so pretty. I would definitely change my name to Violet. Though I guess I'd keep Caroline because I'm used to it. But if I had to, definitely. Or Lily. I would do Lily too. I think Lily's so pretty. What's your go-to Starbucks order? Well, I used to love their green tea, but they don't have it anymore. I don't know why, which is really sad. I always hate that. When you have something that you love and then they take it off the menu, it's always so sad. And then the black tea and hot water. See, I don't drink coffee, so. Caroline Violet. Yes. Oh, I love Violet. Both flower names. Oh, I didn't think about that. You look like Violet from The Incredibles. Oh my gosh, I forgot about her. The Incredibles was my favorite movie growing up. I was obsessed. And I didn't watch that many superhero movies or anything, but I loved it. What are your favorite pair of clothes to wear? Honestly, probably this shirt and these compression socks. It's kind of all I'm wearing right now. But also, I just like to wear dresses. I don't know. why. But yeah, or like I think it can be fun to pair like a pleated skirt or even like a plaid skirt with a black top or something like that. I always think that's really pretty. My cousin's name is Violet. Oh, my mom's name is Violet. Oh, I love it. Violet is such a pretty name. And I don't know many people named Violet. So it's kind of a unique name, which is really cool. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is by far pink. There's something about pink. Even, Pink the artist is amazing as well. Hey girl, do you get memory loss sometimes like I do? Well, I always had a really good memory, and then when I had the ED, and then when I got taken to the hospital, I was having really bad memory loss and really bad confusion from the refeeding syndrome. So in like hospital delirium, and it was really, really bad. But luckily, my memory is like pretty much back now. So I feel like my memory is a lot better. Like I still might be a little bit slower than I used to be, or like I still feel like I can kind of slur my words a little bit sometimes, but I'm hoping just like the better I get that'll go away, and hopefully we'll be back to normal and there'll be no long-term side effects and we'll be good. Praying. But that's why never get an eating disorder, never let it go that far, because it's so scary. Because it's like crazy. You really don't think it's like that big of a deal or that deathly, and then it is. And it's like, so definitely be careful and catch it early, because it's like I really didn't think that I had like a problem. So that was why I didn't get help earlier. But it's like the earlier you get help, you're not going to have all those health side effects and everything. Are you sleeping okay? Depends on the night. Not gonna lie, depends on the night. But I do take melatonin, and that helps a lot. Do you want to go to Hawaii? I went to Hawaii one time, and it was really, really cool. It was so amazing. Favorite Bible verse? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, for sure, because it's absolutely the best. Anyways, I have to go, but thank you so much for joining. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.